How a college dropout became a Fortnite millionaire. Bro, wait. Typical gamers a college dropout? All successful people drop out of college. Shout out my boy Tiki with the blicky. He the next one. Let's go. All right, Fortnite millionaire, bro. Wait, so everybody was upset that he didn't get a skin before Cox or not? Nah, man, come in. I'll be a nurse today, Mr. Tiki with the blicky. You call me Tiki. Hey, Tiki with the blicky, bro. That's a fire name, bro. That's gotta be your Xbox gamer tag.
This is Typical Gamer, the biggest Fortnite YouTuber.
He's the biggest. He's bigger than Cypher PK. I didn't know that. So what does he do? So a lot. Okay, so a lot of the people that like come to my stream for Fortnite, they like, oh, can I play? And I'm like, yeah, sure, come on in, join the fun. Like, but does he play with viewers, or like he does customs like Nick 30 or something like that? Is that what this is? Like, what does he do? He just plays solos and he's just really good, or he just does like challenges and stuff. Like, what's the, you know what I'm saying? What's the, you know what I'm saying?
YouTuber in the entire world. But not many people know the true story on how Typical Gamer rose to the top of YouTube and the Fortnite world.
I've actually never told this to anyone before.
However, that ends today because I got the chance to do an exclusive interview with Typical Gamer himself, and you can only find it right here on timmyfnbr.
Yo, what's up, Timmy fans?
So without further ado, and with the help of the man himself, this is the entire story of Typical Gamer. Andre Typical Gamer Rebello was born on
His name's Dre?
March 23rd of 1992 in Canada.
Yeah, so I
He's Canadian?
grew up in Toronto, Ontario, Canada. A lot of people think I'm from America, but no, I'm definitely Canadian.
He was raised by his two parents from Portugal alongside his older brother.
So both my parents are Portuguese, like straight from Portugal, which a lot of people don't know as well. I was spawned, and my brother was too. So I got one brother, he's older by a couple of years. That's a family situation there.
Typical Gamer got into video games at a very early age as a young kid.
So my very first game, I think I was like 3 or 4. It was
Get to the part where you dropped out of school and became a billionaire.
Began to look like YouTube could actually be a real career for teens.
the first day I got like 20,000 views. I was like, holy
Hold on,
crap,
wait,
this
what?
is-
All the content.
Bruh, see, and that's another thing. A lot of people get into YouTube or try to start making YouTube, and they think like, oh, that you hear all these crazy success stories where people be like, yeah, I posted a YouTube video, and then I woke up the next day and it had like 5,000, 50K views or something like that. Like, bro, that's what we call an anomaly, bro. That's not real, bro. That's wild stuff. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, oh, I went to sleep. I post like, okay, so I went to sleep. I posted 3 TikToks, and I woke up and they had like a gazillion type of views or whatever. Like, bro, it just don't happen like that, bro. But definitely stick to it if you want to make YouTube videos.
Edit everything together. I mean, it was a lot of work. In this time of early YouTube, the algorithm would favor accounts that posted daily. So TG had to find a way to make videos as fast as possible, but also keep his high quality. And because of that, he decided to adapt and find a way to succeed outside of tutorials.
Now, I came to this crossroads where
Okay, I feel like I need to go back. At first, I was just gonna skip to the part where everybody was like, "Oh, he dropped out, and now he's like, you know what I'm saying, a megastar." I'm gonna go back. I want to hear some. I actually want to. Now I'm curious. Now they've hooked me. I want to know who are you, Typical? This is not a typical gamer. You need to change your name. You need to change it. This is not typical. But it's one of my favorite games ever, bro. I'm at to play this on stream. I got this console and this game at my dad's house. I need to go get it. I'm about to go get it.
Young kid.
So my very first game, I think I was like 3 or 4. It was playing on the SNES, so the Super Nintendo Entertainment System. I actually have my original one. Yeah, let me show you. So this is the act.
Bro, I got that same one. I'm pulling up. Bro, I swear I'm pulling up. I'm gonna pull up to a stream soon. I'm gonna go to my dad's house. I'm like, hey, bro. Let me get that. You know what I'm saying? Let me put the Nintendo in the back seat. You know what I'm saying?
Actual original one. This is the one that I played on. First game I ever played was Super Mario World.
And for those of my viewers who were too young,
Bruh, now I sound old, bruh. Crazy. Bro, I have this, bro. This is the first gaming system I ever played in my life. That's tough. Now I feel old, bruh. Look at the buttons. Look at the buttons. You got 1, 2, 3, 4, and you got 5, 6. There's 6 buttons. That's it. That's all you got. And then you got this D-pad select and start. That's it. You be trying so hard, the controller be scratching. You know what I'm saying? Right there with you, yes sir. Tiki with the blicky nose. Tiki with the blicky nose. Man, that's wild. Why is it not playing? I'm hitting press. I'm hitting start.
to have an SNES, it came out all the way back in 1990.
God bless.
And here's just a little clip of what the games used to look like on it.
Bro, that game is goated, man. I know it don't look. It might not look like much to people nowadays with their 360 Ooga Boogas, but man, this game was fire. This game's fire. Great colors. Great story, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, a little bit more pixelated than what we're all used to now, but at the time, these graphics were ahead of their time and absolutely
Facts.
Insane.
Facts.
It got near perfect reviews from.
It was so fire when my mom and dad bought that. They stayed up all night playing. I was asleep. I was gone. You know what I'm saying? But they stayed up all night. I think they even called in to work. You know what I'm saying? That's tough.
All gaming outlets that existed at the time. As TG got older, his love for video games.
Is this Drake on his shoulder? That's Drake? What did I miss? Are they homies?
Games grew even stronger.
For sure, yeah. So I had a pretty regular school life. I was pretty good at school, but I tried to finish my homework as quickly as possible so I could just rush and play games.
He played a wide variety of games, from MMOs to story-based action adventure games.
See, this is what happened to me. Like, this is what's different with me. Like, I started off playing those type of games like Super Mario, Jax, like, you know what I'm saying, Donkey Kong, like all these type of games. But then once I found sports games, like NBA Courtside, Showtime, like when I started finding like Madden, when I found sports games, bro, I didn't care for the fantasy stuff, bro. I don't care, bro. Like, let's lace up like I play NHL games, baseball, like all the 4 major sports in America. In America, I play all 4 major sports in America. All 4 on console, bro. Like that's what I did. That's why when I get on these aiming games with like shooters and stories, I'm like, I don't care about no story. I don't aim well. But let's lace up. Let's lace up though.
Some of my favorite games of all time that I've poured like the most hours into, SOCOM 2, which is a third-person shooter. Guild Wars. The way I would
Never played either one of those. Sports, baby.
describe for people that don't know is pretty much if you didn't have money to buy World of Warcraft, you would play Guild Wars because there was no monthly subscription. So I played a lot of Guild Wars, over 10,000 hours, I think.
But just because he was a huge gamer doesn't mean that he never left
I did play a lot of GTA though.
his house. TG was also a huge hockey fan and even dreamed of being in the NHL when he got older.
So I didn't
That's typical Canadian. Typical gamer, typical Canadian. Might not be. I don't know any Canadians. I'm not gonna lie. I know Edge is Canadian, but I don't know him.
play any like official sports. I played a lot of road hockey, and then I played on rollerblades hockey as well. And
I've played some road hockey.
really wanted to, growing up, be an NHL star. My parents wanted me to get into soccer, and there was soccer and hockey, and we looked at it and we looked at the prices, and it's just so incredibly expensive to get into hockey. And I wish I played soccer. I love soccer. I love playing soccer, but I was just so focused and honed in on this idea of playing hockey that anything else wouldn't do.
Well,
Bro, youth sports are getting expensive. I don't know if they are. I think they are.
while TG slowly stopped playing sports as he got into high school, he did not step back from gaming. Because of this, he wanted to explore the internet even more and
Is that the first Red Dead?
decided to create his YouTube channel on August 24th of 2008.
2008. God bless. He's a grinder. That's Kobe Day. R.I.P. Kobe.
When he was only 16 years old. And I can imagine that some of you weren't even born back in 2008, so it's safe to say Typical Gamer has been doing this for a long time. At the start, there was barely any YouTube algorithm. They actually hand-picked the videos that would be put on the featured page.
Bruh, I remember when YouTube came out, bruh, me and my brother would watch these backyard wrestling videos, bruh. Bruh, it was some of the most intriguing, funny stuff. It's just regular, like, people, like kids, sometimes adults, and they're just, like, performing full-on wrestling, like, shows or, like, scenes or, like, matches. And there was one dude, like, he was, like, called, like, Spider or something like that, man. Dang, that's crazy. We was watching all day matches, bro. Like, it's just regular people. Like, this is wild to me.
And shortly after that, on July 9th, 2009, Typical Gamer would also branch out into the streaming industry on the website we now know as Twitch.
See, I never knew of Justin TV. Like, I never, like, how do people come across this? I guess if you're on YouTube watching a lot of gaming stuff, you would have probably came across it, but I never knew about Twitch.
However, back then, it was still called justin.tv, and he would start live streaming Battlefield 1943 with his older brother.
The first game I ever made content on was actually, I mean, this is super random, but it was Battlefield 1943, and I was streaming on Justin TV. So that was in 2009.
That's crazy. Again, I was playing sports.
I still have some clips on my Twitch channel of that. We love the vibe of, you know, it feels like you and your boys are playing in a room together, right? Hanging out. So how can we do that? So we went to eBay and we bought this thing called an Easy Cap for literally, I think, like $10. And it might have been the worst quality ever video.
Imagine being...
Yeah, bro. When we watch YouTube, we either watch sports highlights or we watch, like, wrestling or fighting or music videos. That's pretty much it. We didn't watch any gaming videos.
TG was not lying, the quality was definitely rough. But as time went on, TG's streams would slowly but surely get higher in quality and entertainment. On May 24th, 2010, TG would upload the first ever video to his YouTube account, which was a Red Dead Redemption free-for-all. And it was just that, a free-for-all multiplayer game of Red Dead Redemption with no narration or talking at all. However, we're still early in his career, and on May 25th of 2010, Typical Gamer would upload his second ever video to the account.
Hey everybody, I just made this video to show you what unlocks you have at the outfitter when you reach level 50 for the first time in Red Dead Redemption's multiplayer.
This was TG's first ever tutorial style video about the game Red Dead Redemption, and early on, TG's YouTube account would become known for this tutorial style of content.
So there was some notions of success in about 2010 when I was doing Red Dead Redemption content. Actually,
I didn't know Red Dead was that old. God bless. I just started playing Red Dead 2. I haven't played 1 or whatever. You know what I'm saying? I'm like behind in times or something, bro. I'm like, God bless.
really well. So my tutorials would get anywhere from like 100,000 to 500,000 views. For a tutorial at that time, is pretty insane.
Although TG loved playing games and streaming, he couldn't exactly make a career out of it. At least not yet. Considering we're back in the early 2010s, there was not as much support for creators as there is today. Even for the biggest creators, there wasn't really a job to be made out of it. So someone like Typical Gamer, who was doing this all as a hobby, still had to finish school and have a job. So TG did what his parents wanted him to do, and he went to college while still making his YouTube videos.
I went to college for computer science, and then I also went to college for business. Computer programming, I actually did it for a year, and then I dropped out.
Dick. Did it for a year, then dropped out. I'm just saying, look, bro, you could be the next Typical Gamer, bro. Ticky with the Blicky is a household name already. I already know it.
Didn't kind of get me excited, so I was like, let me drop out. So I dropped out of that.
And on top of doing YouTube and going to school full-time, TG also held down some jobs here and there to help pay for his expenses.
So the first time I ever made money was when I made those PHP mods for text-based games. That was the first time I actually made money. And then after that, I worked at Walmart. And
I do not like Walmart for 2 reasons. One, they never hired me. I applied for Walmart in high school so many times. Never hired me. Don't like Walmart. Secondly, Walmart, I feel like Walmart somewhere like the mid 2010s, they just kind of just gave up. They just like, you know what? We're going to put all our merchandise out here. We're going to fill all the shopping lanes. There's going to be no more space. You got to bump into everybody. We got terrible carts. We don't have any cashiers. But we got a monopoly, and this is where you go for the cheapest price. I do not like Walmart, bro. I went to Walmart today, and I don't like Walmart. I had to go to Walmart because it was the fastest place to go. It was late. Look, I'm not making any excuses. I don't like Walmart. You know what I'm saying? But I try to avoid Walmart at all costs.
I also worked at the Gap. And it was really funny because it was me, and I had 3 Indian ladies on my team who were absolutely incredible.
3 ladies? I'll start posting clips or something. Yeah, bro. Definitely start posting clips, bro. Yeah, gameplay, bro. You could definitely go, and I can hook you up with this website, bro, that help you, you know what I'm saying, that help you do it for free, at least in the beginning.
They were like 5 feet tall, and it was a very physically demanding job.
What?
So I had to end up doing a lot of the labor there, which is kind of funny.
While Typical was in the trenches of Walmart, he was still uploading videos regularly and even expanding outside of the Red Dead Redemption niche to other games like Call of Duty, Minecraft, Last of Us, and more. But TG was having a problem when it came to growing his channel. Doing tutorials was very difficult and incredibly time-consuming.
Right.
You had to write very detailed scripts that were both easily understandable, but also very entertaining for your audience, and you had to go into the game and capture all the content, edit everything together. I mean, it was a lot of work.
Making YouTube videos is a lot of work, bro. It's a lot of work. And it can be very demoralizing when you spend so much time on a video, you upload it, and it flops. It's like, you know what I'm saying? It's like, man, that hurts. But also, it's tough when you're doing YouTube and you come to like a crossroads where you eventually have to pivot. Like at first, he uploaded a video of just him playing. He wasn't no commentary, right? Then he pivoted into doing commentary tutorials, and now he about to do another pivot.
In this time of early YouTube, the algorithm would favor accounts that posted daily. So TG had to find a way to make videos as fast as possible, but also keep his high quality. And because of that, he decided to adapt and find a way to succeed outside of tutorials.
This is a pivot. This is basically changing your content. This is like one of the hardest things to do as a YouTuber, because you know what works for your channel, especially if you started getting some like motion or like momentum with your channel. Once that's run its course for you creatively, or like you just want to do something else, all those people that's come to your channel for that, they are there for that. They're there for the tutorials. They're there for, like, in my case, they were there for like me reacting to like music videos from like all over the world. Like I did like Indonesia, like Russian, like all types of different music videos, right? And so when I switched back, because initially I was doing 2K, when I switched back to do gaming, all those people that were there for the reaction stuff were just like, what's this gaming all about? Like, they don't, you know what I'm saying? And now they don't interact with the video, but a lot of them don't unsubscribe. They still stay subscribed. So when people come into my streams or come to my YouTube videos or my streams and be like, bro, you got X amount, you got 10,000 subscribers, but you only got like 6, 8, 10 people in the stream. I'm like, bro, a lot of these subscribers didn't come from gaming. That's, you know what I'm saying? It was a hard pivot. It wasn't a branching pivot. It wasn't something that I could go from like for a typical gamer, for example, he went from no commentary gaming to tutorial gaming to like, I don't know what his next thing is, but it's going to be something gaming. I went from like reactions all the way to gaming. Like, it's something totally different. You know what I'm saying? So, you know what I'm saying? That's my spiel on that. So it's kind of, it's really tough to do. It's at the time I didn't know what I was doing. Like, I didn't have a good plan, and You know what I'm saying? That's kind of how it worked.
Now,
Went
I
down.
came to this crossroads where I was looking for GTA 5 content, and there really wasn't any. I told myself that every day for the next month, I was gonna upload and see how it does. So I locked myself into this. And the first time I uploaded, I think it was like talking about how multiplayer is gonna be 16 or 32 players. I had seen a Reddit thread, and I had disagreed what the Reddit thread was about. I was like, let me make a video on this, right? So I made a video on it, and the first day I got like 20,000 views. I was
This is not normal. For people who do YouTube, that is not normal. don't don't think that is normal. You know what I'm saying? It can happen. It can definitely happen. And it's not like that was his first ever YouTube video. He's did a whole bunch of videos up until that point. But you know what I'm saying? People think like, oh, I'm gonna start doing YouTube, and then a year or two from now, I'm gonna like this is gonna be my full-time job. Like it don't work like that.
like, holy crap, this is insane. And then the next video upload got 40,000 views. And then the next video upload got 80,000 views. And the next video, and it kept going.
But if you can find a space or a niche or like a space in the on the floor where there's like a high demand for something, but there's not a lot of supply, like you can like how he couldn't find any GTA content, so he just posted GTA content every day for 30 days. You can find momentum like that, like, you know what I'm saying?
Up until this point,
But nowadays it's harder in gaming because you got everybody. A lot of people try to do gaming. A lot of people are doing gaming, so it's kind of tough.
where before GTA 5 was released, my videos were getting like 300, 400, 500,000 plus views, sometimes even
And on
millions
top
of
of
views.
this, once the actual game came out, he took this hype train that he had created and did his first ever live stream on YouTube.
I love it when she says reporting a Grand Theft Auto. It's like, damn, I'm playing that game.
And from that point on, TG was a very dedicated GTA YouTuber. And once these YouTube videos started to blow up, it began to look like YouTube could actually be a real career for TG. So because of this, he decided to drop out of college and really
When you've got smoke-free...
Bruh. And that's the thing. People thinking dropping out of college is bad. Yeah, dropping out of college is bad if you don't have a plan. Like, if there's not anything that's like, yo, this is actually something that I can pursue. Because you can always go back to college. You know what I'm saying? You can always go back to college. If you dropping out of college just because you don't want to go to college and you don't have a plan, that's not good. You know what I'm saying? But if you got something that's like, yo, I need to pursue this opportunity, you should definitely go for it, bro. Like,
focus on his channel. But that is much easier said than done.
Back in 2013, I think November, it was after my GTA videos were doing really well. I think the game had released, and I thought I just had to really dedicate myself fully to this opportunity. And I was able to present to my parents and be like, hey, I think this is really the right decision. Let me try it out. I mean, that's really tough, especially with my parents being immigrants, right? So university, especially for immigrant parents, is so massive.
bruh. I don't have immigrant parents, but I got friends that got immigrant parents, and it's like, if you're gonna tell your immigrant parents that you're dropping out of high school, you're basically telling them like F you or something. Like, I'm like, you're dead to me. Like, they're like, there's like, what are you talking about? Like, it's not an option type of thing. It's like, like growing up in America, I got like American parents. I don't have that experience. You know what I'm saying? Like, my experiences, other people's experiences, but being around people, like, I got some friends that have facts preach. I got friends that have immigrant parents, bro, and like college, getting a college degree is like there's like nothing more important than that. Like literally nothing more important. Like, you lost your hand, it doesn't matter. You need to get a degree. Like, what are you doing? What are you doing? What are you studying? What do you like the pressure? I don't even get that pressure. I get second, third, fourth hand pressure being around my friends, around their parents, and I'm just like, oh my god, this is wild. This is tough. Like, I don't know how you do it. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, shout out all my peoples. You know what I'm saying? Especially my boy Tiki with the blicky.
So the fact that I want to drop out, I think really hit him in the core. But These days, he kind of comes up to me sometimes. He's like, "I'm sorry." I'm like, "Dad, you don't have to be sorry."
And this is like, just because you drop out of school, that doesn't mean you're gonna be like millionaire, billionaire like him. Like that's such a rare thing. It does happen a lot, but it only seems like it happens a lot because those are documented cases of people dropping out and becoming millionaires. The amount of people that drop out and don't become millionaires, people aren't talking about that. You know what I'm saying? So you don't know. There's a whole lot.
It's like nobody knew. This is such an experimental
Get you a man that understands like Miyagi does. Hey, we here for the people, man. We here for the people, man. I can't imagine, bro.
time in gaming, and he used to take away my internet all the time. He used to bring like the modem with him to work because I would play too much games. I mean, and he's like, "I'm sorry for doing." I'm like, "No, you're doing the right. I was playing way too much games."
So with the weight of his family and his own future on his shoulders, Typical Gamer took the risk and dropped out of college and got to work. And because of this consistent uploading, as well as having more time now that he wasn't in school, Typical Gamer was able to hit 1 million subscribers in 2015.
That's crazy. 2015.
However, this wouldn't be the most important moment in Typical Gamer's life in the year 2015, because he also met who would now be his wife, Samara.
That must have been 2015, I think. So before the Fortnite release, but after GTA stuff happened. So I think I had just cracked like 1 million subscribers when I met Samara. Before we even started dating, I would tell my friends, like, that's my future wife. I kind of knew when I met Samara. She's such a special, amazing, incredible person.
Bro, can you imagine? Can you imagine going up to somebody's dad? Bruh, but see, a lot of people don't get it because it's like, it's so common nowadays. Can you imagine going up to a girl's dad and being like, I want to marry your daughter? And he was like, okay, what do you do for a living? Like, you know what I'm saying? And you're like, oh, I make YouTube videos. It's like, no, but what do you do? What do you do for a living? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like when you wake up in the morning at 6 o'clock, 7 o'clock in the morning, where do you get dressed and where do you go? Like, oh, I use the bathroom, brush my teeth, then I turn on my Xbox. It's like bro, ain't no way, bro. Ain't no way, bro. At that point, you just gotta bring pay stubs with you. You like, look, this is legit. Like, look, I got paid this much here. I got paid this much last month. The month before that, I got paid. They be thinking you home, bruh. Like, video games has come so far in the last like few years, bro, that a lot of people don't understand. Like, when you're playing video games when you're younger, parents used to be like, playing too many video games. You can't do that for a living. Like, they legit said that. Like, you cannot play video games for a living. And now you have people playing video games for a living. It's like, it's crazy. It's like, what just happened? And there are still adults, grown, old. They are older. They're probably like in their 50s, 60s, 70s. They still don't understand it. It still does not register to them like, hey, I'm a YouTuber or I'm a streamer. I play video games. I make over like 100K a year playing video games. And they're just like, but what's your backup plan? What happens if it fails? It's like, I'm a streamer. I play video games. This is what I do. Like, I make a lot of money doing this. If we go out in public, there's going to be people asking for my picture and autograph. And they're like, but what do you do for a living? And it's just like, all right, touche.
She inspires me so much, and I'd taken her to go horseback riding for one of her first dates and stuff. So,
yo, you know what's crazy? Yo, shout out to his girlfriend, now wife, because a lot of women wouldn't even be like you're a gamer? You play video games? How old are you? You play video games? But when that money start clearing, when those bank statements start bank statement, But what do you do? But what do you do for a living? What did you go to school, bro?
It was love ever after, but I was still living in Toronto. So we were long distance for basically about a year. That was really tough. But I remember how excited I was when I would book a trip.
But see, this is a love story, but this is like those love stories that you watch and you're like, yo, this is a great love story.
It's like,
but this not realistic. This is not normal. You know what I mean? If there ain't gold, there ain't no digging. There ain't no gold, there ain't no digging. Look, no, we not calling Mrs. Typical Gamer. She Mrs. Typical Gamer. We not calling her gold digger. But look, this is not normal. This is not normal. The amount of people that don't, because nowadays you got so many gamers and streamers that's like popular. They bring it in the bread. It's not normal. It seems normal. It seems like anybody can do it. And anybody can do it. But it's not normal. You know what I'm saying?
a month from now.
This video about to be crazy long.
And we would FaceTime for like hours on end. I really appreciate those moments, and I think it helped us build a really, really great bond. And I remember how anxious I would be in excitement when it would come to the date of me visiting her. That date couldn't come sooner. Like, I wanted to fast forward life so bad, and it was amazing.
So for a while, it looked like TG's career was at its peak. He was making incredibly successful GTA content and was now one of the most popular gaming YouTubers throughout the mid-2010s.
Bro, what was our org name we came up with? PSG? What was it like? It was procrastination something, bro. That's crazy, bro. Bro, we was trying to come up with a plan for you to tell your parents, bro. That's hilarious, bro.
However, a game was about to release that would not only change typical gamers' life, but the entire gaming community
Procrastination Station Gaming, bro. It's something like that, bro. It's legit something like that, bro. That's crazy, bro.
forever. Fortnite. On September 20th.
Bro, there's people like, look, Fortnite came out in 2017. There's people who don't have a recollection of what gaming is like before Fortnite. Fortnite is a great game, but what came from Fortnite changed everything, bro. Like, between like microtransactions, like Fortnite was free. You could download and play Fortnite for free. Before that, you had to pay like $50-$60 just for a game. Like just for a game, and you don't even know if you're gonna like it. You know what I'm saying? Like, play Fortnite, you got microtransactions, you got people earning money from playing the game, and now you just have like the wave of sweats that came in like late 2018, 2019, 2020 from Fortnite. It just spread across all games. Now, like, when you hop on a game, you really can't. They made a whole game mode called Resurgence Casuals and Battle Royale Casual for Call of Duty for people who want to just hop on and have a casual experience, because that's how hard people be going. They don't, not only in ranked, but in regular games, they just go so hard. They play the game non-stop, trying to become successful and make money from it, which you know what I'm saying, I can't hate it, but like, it changes the dynamic of what gaming is. Like, you know what I'm saying?
26th, 2017, Epic launched the Fortnite Battle Royale mode.
Wailing
The
Woods.
concept was simple, just like H1Z1 and PUBG, which were both games that typical gamer was familiar with. There would be 100 players entering in an arena, and only one can leave. They start on the battle bus, skydiving into an island where they would gather loot, build forts, and fight off enemies until they were the last one standing, all while running from the ever-shrinking storm. But like any new game, Epic Games wanted big YouTubers and streamers to play it on their accounts, so that way more people could see it and build up hype around it. And around this time in 2017, Typical Gamer had over 5 million subscribers at this point.
That's crazy. I didn't hear or find out who Typical Gamer was until like maybe sometime last year.
So he was the perfect fit for a sponsor.
And people be like, bro, how do you not know who this Typical Gamer is? How do you not know who the lead singer of Queen is? It's like, bro, I don't know. Like, okay, I don't know. I'm not as I don't know. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, all right, he's well known. I don't know him. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, relax. It's okay. It's okay that everybody doesn't know everything. You know what I'm saying? That'd be really annoying me, dog.
Sponsorship from Epic Games themselves.
What's up, everybody? Typical Gamer with your daily YouTube live streams and more. And today for you guys, I got some Fortnite Battle Royale gameplay for you. This is sponsored by Epic Games. Shout out to them for sponsoring this video. And we're going to be playing the new Battle Royale mode, where it puts you and 99 other people, 100 people in total, against each other in the Fortnite world, which means that you could build stuff, you could blow stuff up, and there's just so many different options here. I was just playing a little bit, I was getting into the groove, and I think I'm ready to show you guys how freaking good I am at this game. So if
Fortnite was introduced to me, I had seen, things about it in the news, etc. But the first time I had the opportunity to play it, Epic actually offered me a sponsorship to play it.
That's
so
wild.
The first time I ever played Fortnite, I was paid to play Fortnite, which is kind of funny.
That's wild.
That's right. The first time Typical Gamer ever played Fortnite was literally because he was paid to in a sponsorship. And obviously, it's turned into way more than just a sponsorship since then.
The format of Battle Royale, I was playing PUBG before. PUBG is very serious. If you're caught out in the open, you get absolutely bodied. Fortnite had this ability to build. And albeit anybody at that point could not build.
Nobody could build. And when they brought back, when they brought back Fortnite OG a couple years ago, I think it was like 2 years ago or something like that, a year ago or something like that, it had a lot of nostalgia, but only because of the map. You know what I mean? What they could not bring back was the fact that everybody's playing this game for the very, very first time and nobody knows what they're doing. Like, you can't manufacture that. That's just natural. So when people who didn't play Fortnite OG during that time, like the regular, like the initial Fortnite, like the first 10 seasons, when they played Fortnite OG, they was like, I don't get the nostalgia. Like, the map's big, there's no movement, you can't swim, like all these things, and a lot of people who played it were like, yeah, like I understand what you're saying, but you don't understand, like, there's such an aura with this, not just with this map, but with like the original Fortnite. You can't bring that back with just a map. Like, people are like building like crazy aim. Everybody's got this tactic, that tactic. Like, nobody had any of that then. Everybody just loaded up and run around. Some people barely got mats. Some people don't even know how to build. Some people don't only know how to throw up a wall. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it was so wholesome. That's what I would say. The original Fortnite was so wholesome because there was no sweats. Nobody was a sweat. Imagine playing a game where there's no sweats. Everybody gets on the game. Nobody knows how to play it, but everybody's having fun and wants to play it nonstop. That's what the original Fortnite was.
I don't know. You definitely remember like Myth cranking the 90 and people going crazy or building a tower, and people would sit in these, 1x1s. All that was absolutely insane. But I love that you have the ability to defend yourself no matter where you are. So that's why build mode really stood out to me.
Yeah, but they also built a whole bunch of yap in the app. Season 1 was simple. And OG, yeah. Like, over the time, like them adding stuff like turbo building and like they added so much that it improved the game, but also it like took away some of that, like, you know what I'm saying, the nostalgia that you can't recapture. You know what I'm saying? It's like the first time you make a jump shot or the first time you get a good grade on a test. Like, you can't bring that feeling back. Like, you know what I'm saying?
But it was just the feeling for me, especially solos, that you're able to beat like 99 other players. That's pretty insane.
Bro, I still remember the first time I won a match. I was a no skin. I was the black girl that was a no skin. Because I didn't have any skins. I had a minigun, and I basically third party, but somebody had killed somebody, and then I came around the like some type of build or whatever, like walking around, and just started spraying. And I had been up playing for like all night. It was like 7:30 in the morning, and I won my first victory royale. I woke my wife up. My wife in the bed sleep. I'm like, baby, I won. Oh, look how I can't believe it was my first time I ever won a solo. Like, the first time I ever won. Like, it's crazy. Like, that's like the amount of times people win now. Like, when you watch streamers or you watch people play Fortnite or you play Fortnite, you see them win, they head back to the lobby before the stats or any of that rolls. It doesn't mean anything to them. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it doesn't mean it doesn't mean anything. It's just another tally. Like, it doesn't mean anything. Back then, like, when you won a Fortnite, you would see clips of people like having get together parties and they're playing Fortnite, but only one person can play. Man, it was just a different time, bro.
To these intense moments and these anxiety-filled moments that just lend itself to a really awesome victory royale. And it was they had such an amazing update cadence. They had such an amazing just rush of everybody and their mother playing Fortnite. It was a magical time.
Typical Gamer wasn't the only person who felt this way about Fortnite either. Millions of people everywhere flocked to the game, and it was
Bro, he already had that many subs. That's kind of wild.
easily one of, if not the biggest release in gaming history. Not to mention, it was one of the first games to positively break into pop culture. Let's do a quick comparison of how television talked about GTA when it was released.
It's a video game that is shattering sales records.
That is to say the least. There's a good chance the teenage gamers in your house may be, well, playing it as we speak.
Bro, Grand Theft Auto. I remember me and my brother had Grand Theft Auto 3. That's the first Grand Theft Auto I had. It was really like I didn't like really take to it or whatever for whatever reason. I don't know. It might have been my age or like just playing outside. Like a lot of times back in the day we played outside, believe it or not. Playing outside, basketball, riding bikes or whatever. Bro, when Vice City came out, I don't know how old I was at the time. When Vice City came out, we didn't have the game. My mom had us we got in the summer she had to get a babysitter, so she got her co-worker's boyfriend. She was like straight out of high school, so she was like 19 years old. Her boyfriend was like 18, 19 years old. He was watch us during the day, so we would go over his house and we would be playing the game. And he had Vice City, so we played Vice City and like we loved it so much. We like my mom would pick us up and we like, Mom, can we go spend the night at their house? Like this is a 19-year-olds in a townhouse, and we don't even know them, but we want to go over there, spend the night at his house just to play GTA Vice City. And she was like, all right, whatever. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like W moms, but it's kind of crazy, bro. Like we was eating cereal, like it was, I don't know. It's kind of questionable. Shout out to the moms though.
Content in Grand Theft Auto 5 begs the question, do you know what your kids are playing?
First, how they talked about Fortnite.
I'm not really into video games, but I found out that Fortnite makes hundreds of millions of dollars a month, and the people can make millions of dollars a year just from playing Fortnite.
It's because you can make a whole lot of money from it, and it's not as like vulgar as real life because it looks cartoony or whatever. That's basically why.
So, this morning I went out and I bought myself an Xbox, and I'm going to be rich.
Yeah, just a little bit different. Anyways, for the first time ever, it was not only cool to play video games, but it was also socially acceptable to use it as a way to make a living. With all of this going on, Fortnite started to have live events. One of the most notable ones being the Fortnite Pro-Am on June 12th of 2018. This was the first ever Fortnite official LAN event, and it featured all of your favorite gamers. They all battled it out for a $3 million charity prize pool. Typical Gamer was paired up with Vince Staples. Unfortunately, the duo didn't win first place. As many of you know, that title went to Ninja and Marshmallow.
All he has to do is breathe on him and he's gonna get the win. And that's gonna do it! Ninja gets the $1 million! Woo! Charity here at the Fortnite Pro-Am. Him and Marshmallow come out on top.
That's
But
crazy.
this was not the last time Typical Gamer would be invited to an event. He was also invited to the TwitchCon Stream Invitational that took place during the TwitchCon on October 28th of 2018. It started off with 2 solo games.
Do you know who I think does not get enough credit? I mean,
Yes.
Typical Gamer. He's a very, very good player.
Yes.
And I don't think that people... Whoa, what? I don't think that.
Is that how far you can go? I didn't know you can go up that high. Is that how? Can you please explain?
Yeah, he's going that high, man.
Typical gamer, zero materials, has high ground, but now he's gonna be in 1v1 against the
It's
college.
typical gamer versus Fear itself.
Baby. Fear's got the editing coming out. Rocket launcher in the hands of Typical. He's gonna try to shoot it.
Almost right into the needle. Oh my God.
What is Fear going to be able to do? Fear does have shields. He does have that health advantage over Typical Gamer.
Should be simple,
but
man.
Typical Gamer has those rockets. Fear itself going
They don't have. There was no mantling, so he could just like mantle up.
in for the challenge.
The amount of times I blew myself up with an RPG is why I don't carry RPGs no more, bro.
He blew himself up. Let's go, man. Typical gamer. Hey, at least he went out with a bang.
While TG didn't get first place, he did manage to win $22,750, getting second.
Situation be the case. Malupo eliminates himself.
In the storm, it ticked him down.
But you know, you had said right. You gotta think about moving. You have to move. Is that storm?
That's and it's funny because like the FNCS or like right now, like these tournaments and stuff for Fortnite, they don't get as much. I don't know. I don't watch it, but I don't think they get as much publicity. How do you say that? Publicity? Because it's these gamers who are just like, there's no personality. There's just these really good gamers who are like, most of them got no camera. They're just on their game and like they're amazing with what they do, but there's no personality. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like all these people are like, it was like different characters and you put them all in the map. You got Ninja, Myth, Typical Gamer, like all these, you know what I'm saying? It was a lot different.
Rest is on. You have to make the movements happen.
Unfortunately, he didn't do as well in match 2 as he did in the first one.
But I also could be wrong because I don't watch.
But 11th.
Publicity. Yeah, publicity. I don't know. Bruh, as you get older, I swear there's words that I'll be stumbling on, bro. Like, God bless, bro. Like, when does it just relax? Age.
Place still got an extra $2,000, so you cannot complain too much about that. Then the tournament transitioned into a duo mode where the 50 gamers would be teamed with 50 random duos who attended TwitchCon, and it had some pretty good prize money.
And it's gonna be.
It's crazy that he had 7 million at that time. I know Daquan had grew to 5 million just playing Fortnite, but that's kind of wild.
$65,000 for first place. Second place takes home $44,000. Third place takes home $29,000. And then you see the breakdown, so on and so forth. 11 through 50 will take $2,000. Not bad for a fun day playing some Fortnite. Yeah. You're gonna lock yourself a grand.
So going into this game, he not only wanted to win for himself, but also for the random TwitchCon attendee that he wanted to win some money too. Stakes and expectations were high, and luckily Typical Gamer was ready to live up to them.
And he's facing off against Venos. NA versus EU happening right now.
Venos has no resources. He's very low on HP as well. He's going to be trapped outside. He's getting chunked for a lot of damage.
It's Typical Gamer from up top.
Typical Gamer. Oh, Typical Gamer gets the win. The victory royale. Wow. So well done.
Bro, he done had that hat for years. God bless.
From Typical Gamer, 4 eliminations in that game for him. Here's the final moments from that game from Typical Gamer's POV. Picks off Myth, finds Svenos low. Svenos basically was at 12 HP, gets the W, and Typical Gamer. I mean, really, the 3 players that you see here, so exquisite at Fortnite. So fun. So fun. There you go. And there's the money right there. And this guy
come out.
That's crazy.
Can you just imagine, right? You're like, I'm gonna go to Twitch.
How do you explain that to parents, bro? how do you explain that to parents, bro?
TwitchCon, I'm gonna play some. I'll have a golden ticket. Oh, that's cool. Oh, I'm gonna play with Typical Game. Oh, that's cool. Oh my God, Typical Gamer just won us a bunch of money.
If you are not subscribed to Typical Gamer and with Sarek, you need to go and do that right now.
That's right. Typical
5th place had 0 eliminations, but they won 11K. It's a W.
Gamer got the victory royale and $65,000 to split with his random duo. And that was on top of the $25,000 he had already won in the solo tournament. I think it's crazy that people just think of this guy as a content creator when actually he was one of the best players ever in early Fortnite.
How you feeling? How you feeling? I'm feeling good, man. Right when we won that game, I jumped up and I don't even remember. I just remember hugging him so hard, you know, because it was just it all.
Like, do they still do stuff like this for Fortnite? I don't think so, bro. At least I don't see it, bro.
boils down to that one moment, right? And it's just it's crazy when
a lot of the players now are like really young and lack that personality. They're so not to mention they're like amazing, but they're just so locked in, like that creator like personality is just not what it is. What if we became casters, bro? I was talking to somebody about that one time about becoming a caster for like 2K, about 2K content and stuff like that. Man, we got to do something, Tiki, with the blicky.
Gets there.
What would you say if I told you I smoked mood cannabis?
We got to do something, dog.
To win too. When I was invited to the Twitch Stream Invitational, which I was streaming exclusively on YouTube at the time, so kind of funny I was invited. But I won the whole thing. I got first, which was like a crazy 65,000.
Yes, sir. Miss my guys, dog. Miss my guys, dog. You just appeared on us, bro. You went to PC. You went to the PC.
$1 prize, which was split with my duo, who was a random participant from TwitchCon. So wherever you are out there, hope you use the $30-something thousand for good.
He used it all on V-Bucks, baby. What do you mean? That's like 30 bands on V-Bucks. Let's go. Getting all them skins.
So there's footage of me winning, and I like go, oh yes. Like, it felt so good. Honestly, I'm not even joking. One of the peak moments of my life. Like, it was just so much anxiety and adrenaline, like you mentioned, and this tension, and just being able to win a game with so many talented people. There was pros there. A lot of content creators that are so good. I mean, Tfue, Myth, Ninja, like they were all there. And you know, I was able to win a game and get first in it overall was such an incredibly exhilarating feeling.
The Twitch Stream Invitational wasn't the last time Typical Gamer would dabble into professional Fortnite either. He also competed in the Fortnite World Cup qualifiers and even managed to get into the top 100 on NA West multiple times during the 10 weeks of qualifiers. And for those of you that don't know,
they only had one World Cup. Why did they only have one World Cup?
The World Cup had 40 million participants, which means getting a top 100 on your region is absolutely insane.
And there's something so beautiful that with Fortnite and how they presented that format, anybody, no matter where you are, no matter where you were, had a chance of going to this World Cup, had a chance.
That's the problem with 2K. Like, 2K has such a close... They have, like, 2K Comp and 2K, like, Sim Nation or Casuals. There's no bridge to, like, I don't know, B1 or whatever. Like, Comp... 2K comp players, like, yeah, they're really good. Like, don't get me wrong, they're really good. But they only see the game one way. You know what I'm saying? Like, what's the fastest way from point A to point B? And, like, even if it's not even fun, like, people will stand in the corner all game on 2K, win, like, 90% of their games, and won't take more than, like, 10 shots, like, a night. Like, they'll be on for hours. They're just standing in the corner. But we're winning. So it's like, bro, you're not having fun, dog. Like, I don't care how much you like winning. If you're standing in the corner and taking about 1 to 2 shots a game, then you're not having fun, bro. I don't care what you say, bro.
Of making millions of dollars, potentially, right? And that's such an exciting notion, especially for a game that was just absolutely slam dunking it left, right, and center. I mean, I remember playing that. I had a blast. I was pretty darn good at the time too. I didn't qualify, but we got near top 100 some of the weeks, and you know, it felt insanely intense.
Not to mention, Typical Gamer was living in Canada at the time he was playing these, so his ping was nowhere near as good as the other pro players in Los Angeles. While TG did not get to make it to the World Cup, he did have another chance to play in a LAN event
That's Kenneth Fareed, the Manimal?
On June 16th of 2019. There was another Pro-Am and his duo
stage right now.
And
also on
19. There was
shout out Kenneth Fareed. Kenneth Fareed, the Manimal.
Another Pro-Am and his duo partner was Jimmy Yang.
Typical Gamer followed by Jimmy O. Yang, the actor, also on Silicon Valley. They look excited to be out here. They're taking the stage.
I have no idea who that is.
And while they didn't win the whole tournament, they did get to snag a victory royale in game number 3.
He knows this is a lot of pressure he's in, but Jarvis has no more builds remaining. Meanwhile, Airwalks has so much to work with.
Everyone is so weak here, Golden. Jarvis falls all the way down to Patriota. Who's going to win the exchange? Typical
bro. When you go take you with the blicky? When you gonna bring back that? When you gonna start rapping again? We need you in the studio, bro. We need you in the studio. I might have to react to that video next, bro. Switched over to PC. Got older like BC. Marvel over DC. Show me some clips. Let me see. Hey, bars, bro. Yo, Tiki with the blicky taking over for the 2026, bro. Facts.
Takes the high ground. It comes Airbox as well. Here's the catch speech Yoda. This is insane. Typical gamer has the high ground. Jarvis is going to be down to 31 HP. And as you like to say, Monster, playing that low ground warrior role.
Gotcha.
It's a 1v1v1.
Bet.
Tags Airwalk. That's going to eliminate him. One more remaining. And it's Typical Gamer in the high ground. Jarvis needs to hold this one up, but can Typical Gamer get that final connection, the victory royale in game number 3, and jettison them up in the leaderboards? Typical Gamer scouting around, and he playing great defense there, just holding him off, not allowing him to get any kind of vision. But when is this going to run out? When is he not going to have any builds anymore to work with? Typical Gamer, on the other hand, doesn't have anything. One build remaining, and that's it. He's going to land in front of him, and Typical Gamer! What a win!
That's tough.
Royale, 7 eliminations, 17 points total. GG.
At the second pro
They don't have events like that for Fortnite. There's no way. Maybe I'm just oblivious.
I had won one of the games. My dual partner was Jimmy O Yang, who's an incredible comedian and just an awesome person. And I had won one of the games pretty much because he died, like, I think pretty much near off spawn. So I had to win it solo, and I think I eliminated Jarvis to win it. Wow. And it was so intense, and just everybody was in the stadium, and you win, and like those moments are some of the best moments of my life.
Typical Gamer and Jimmy ended up placing 10th overall, which isn't bad considering the absolute all-star cast of that year's Pro-Am. And following that tournament, TG would also get to participate in some more tournaments for fun. He got 25th in a Trios Cash Cup on July 14th of 2019, and even almost made his way into a couple of FNCSs. Outside of the Pro-Ams, he also has $2,500 of official Fortnite earnings, which is actually really good for a content creator. While ultimately TG never decided to fully go pro in Fortnite, the competitive side of the game holds a place in his heart.
And then for Fortnite, in terms of going pro, I really love that notion. I've played competitively a bunch in Fortnite, and I love it. It grabs a hold of me. There's some things that have held me back, like ping, for example, especially in the current environment. I get like 80 ping, which is really hard to do really well. And it's also a time commitment. I mean, you know, these people who do super well spend a ton of time playing the game, and I respect that. Except right now, I have to decide.
And that's not even just people playing in ranked and stuff. People do that in normal BR, so like, or reload. So you get in there and it's just like, or like you playing like it's the Olympics right now?
Playing the game, and I respect that. Except right now, I have to decide. You know, I have a lot of ventures going on. It's that or competitive, and sometimes I'm not even gonna lie, the skill sometimes tips a little bit to competitive, and I'm like, I should just move to Dallas and go all in, because I know I'm a little bit older. Okay, I'm not 16 or something. I'm telling you this without a doubt, genuinely. If I dedicated myself if I dedicated all my time to playing Fortnite competitive, I could make it to FNCS.
Bro, you married, bro. Don't do that, bro.
I guarantee it.
In 2020, Typical Gamer started to expand his channels beyond just the original Typical Gamer channel. He opened up TG Plays on March 2nd, 2020, which was entirely dedicated to content filmed outside of Typical Gamer's live streams. Then, in August of 2020, he continued to progress as he earned 10 million subscribers on the original Typical Gamer account.
10 million! Let's go, lads!
That's wild.
Million subscribers! No freaking whoa, dude! Oh my goodness gracious! I did not expect to hit it that quickly on stream. I don't know what to do.
Then on May 18th of 2021, Typical Gamer would also start TG Shorts, which was dedicated to the newly popular short-form modes on YouTube. That channel is temporarily vaulted, as TG is working on his shorts on his main channel. In addition, on June 30th, 2021, there was also more TG, which hasn't been posted on for a year. But they were all competing to help with the YouTube algorithm at the time. But since the algorithm has had a major overhaul since then, it hasn't been much of an issue to need multiple accounts, and instead most of his content is just on one or two of them. However, in his own words, one of Typical Gamer's most important and huge accomplishments hasn't been by playing the game of Fortnite, but instead it's by opening his own gaming company known as Jogo Games.
I've always wanted to. I mean, I've made game mods before in PHP. Sold those, talked about that. But I've always wanted to have a company that makes games. And I thought this was going to be something I have, or I start when I'm like 50 or 60. The timeline's been accelerated, but that's what Jogo is. So Jogo, which means game in Portuguese, fun fact, is the company that I started about a year and a half ago. It started with
Jogo
in March, and we develop games in Fortnite. And we have hopes to develop games in other platforms, UGC platforms, and just standalone games as well.
That's dope.
We start here in Fortnite. We have over 300 million plays now on the maps. Over 50 million unique players have played the games, and largely a lot of that comes from our Super Red vs. Blue map. It's a lot of fun. But we are developing, and we've hired a lot of people to make what we believe is going to be the next generation of Fortnite UEFN products. Right? The next games. It's going to be the next generation of Fortnite games.
Wait, so he's still making games within Fortnite? He don't want to I guess he don't want to compete with Fortnite, right?
Everybody wants to play, and that comes from the core of.
But that's what Fortnite made it. Fortnite made it to where you could basically make any game inside of Fortnite.
Do we find it fun? Do we provide value of where it's fun? And everyone's a great gauge of that. The audience is a great gauge of that. So we're building something really special right now that's released in a month. We have over 25 employees now at Jogo, which is absolutely insane to think about. And we've been pouring a lot of time into this one. Fortnite, we believe that Fortnite wants to be at a certain place, where all the games aren't necessarily Battle Royale adjacent. But right now, they're not there, right? A lot of the popular games are Battle Royale games. I mean, Zone Wars, Red vs. Blue, etc. They're pretty much mimic the Battle Royale experience. So this game that we're developing right now is trying to meet that in the middle, where Fortnite wants to be, where Fortnite is, and we think we did a fantastic job. We're excited to share it with everyone soon.
Some of Typical Gamer's maps are currently up in Fortnite right now, so definitely check those out. I've already played a few of them, and they're super fun, and since 2021...
Imagine he was to get on there and say, I've already played a few, and they're not really all that. Yeah, we're going to say they're fun. They probably are fun. I don't know.
TG has been doing daily live streams and uploads both on the Typical Gamer and TG Plays channels. The content on both of his channels still focuses just around Fortnite, but more specifically around Fortnite challenges.
I went from 0 to Unreal in less than 24 hours. Today I'm going to try to win with all 5 of the brand new Arcane Burn Super Style skins. In this video I have to get 2 wins back to back as a solo versus an entire lobby of...
This type of stuff you can't do. This is what I was trying to talk. You can't do this. You can't. At least I don't think there's a way for you to make content with 2K that it just lasts like this, bro. Not to mention a new game comes out every year, and basically they rinse and repeat the content. Not even what 2K does, but what the creators do, because it works. Make build videos and post clips, and that's about it for real. You can do little story modes or your own little story and stuff like that, but it's not the same, bro. It's not the same.
Squad. Not to mention, his consistency gives viewers something to look forward to every single day. And honestly, I think that's why Typical Gamer is so popular. He may not be a pro gamer anymore, and he's not an out-of-touch celebrity. He's sort of just like you and me, or any other typical gamer. See what I did there? Anyways, because of how entertaining and relatable he is currently over 15 million subscribers on his main YouTube channel. And me and TG wanted to end this video with a special message from him directly to you guys. I'm gonna let him finish off the video, so I will see you guys next time. Thank you so much for watching, and peace.
You know, follow your dreams and just know that sometimes there's going to be hard days. It's like the ocean. Sometimes there's really rough waves and it's tough out there, and you know, you're trying to swim. And other times it's the most beautiful thing ever. So you gotta go through the hard times to get to the good times. Don't forget that. Just know that a lot of people are going through stuff. You got this. I believe in you. Keep it up. Keep getting better. And you know, live life.
So people were really upset that Kai Cenat got a Fortnite skin before Typical Gamer. Before this video, I didn't know who Typical Gamer was. I thought he was, I just know he played Fortnite. That's all I know. It's kind of crazy that his first Fortnite stream, he was already sponsored or like whatever with Fortnite. That's kind of crazy. I don't know. Interesting. Man, did y'all think Typical Gamer should have got a Fortnite skin before Typical Gamer? Wait, Typical Gamer before Kai Cenat? I mean, I don't know. Kai Cenat has played Fortnite. There's people with the Fortnite skins that probably never played Fortnite. I don't know. Sabrina Carpenter got a skin. She probably, I don't know if she played Fortnite. Eminem got a skin. I don't know if he's played Fortnite. John Cena got a skin. I don't know if he played Fortnite. Shaq. I don't know. But y'all let me know down in the comments what y'all think, man. This is a W video right here. Long video, but his video was a W video. My video was way too long. My bad. Anyways, it is what it is.